Hello gamers, welcome to the Weekly Byte where we cover the biggest news in the world of gaming. This week, Microsoft is axing plans to integrate AI chatbot Copilot into Xbox, Battlefield 6 posts record sales figures, GameStop offers to buy eBay, and more. But taking top spot this week is Nintendo, who on Friday, May 8, announced it is increasing the price of the Switch 2 by $50 in the US and Canada and €30 in Europe from September 1. Nintendo has not released individual pricing for other regions outside of Japan, but says they will be revised. The company will also increase the price of the Nintendo Switch online service in Japan from July 1, and said it is revising the price of the service globally. The company announced Japanese customers will also see price increases to all Switch and Switch 2 models from May 25. Nintendo says the price hikes come in light of changes in market conditions and after considering the global business outlook, and said these conditions are expected to extend over the medium to long term. We sincerely apologize for the impact these price revisions may have on our customers and other stakeholders, and we deeply appreciate your understanding, the company says. Nintendo is the last of the major console manufacturers to implement price increases following hikes to US tariffs and major global supply shortages in RAM and NAND flash components. Sony and Microsoft have both increased the price of their consoles twice over the last 12 months. The PlayStation 5 has increased by a total of $150 to $200, and Xbox Series X and S models have increased by $100 to $150. Staying with Nintendo, on Thursday, May 7, it announced a remake of Star Fox 64 for Nintendo Switch 2 during a surprise Nintendo Direct broadcast. It comes after Fox McCloud's appearance in the Super Mario Galaxy movie and a leak from reputable Nintendo leaker Nate the Hate, whose track record continues to solidify. It's the first entry in the franchise in a decade and the second Star Fox 64 remake, following the release of Star Fox 64 3D on the Nintendo 3DS in 2011. Players will once again pilot an R-Wing over Corneria and a number of other planets in the Lilac system alongside teammates Peppy, Falco, and Slippy. Nintendo says the design of the campaign's levels will remain unchanged, however the game has received a complete graphical overhaul, for better or worse. This version of Slippy may forever live in my nightmares. The game does remain a largely on-rails adventure, but Nintendo has added Joy-Con 2 mouse controls and the option to have a second player take on gunner duties to freshen up the experience. It's also added a new challenge mode, allowing players to replay levels with new objectives not found in the campaign, while a revamped battle mode will see players engage in 4v4 dogfights through GameShare locally or online via Game Chat. Nintendo has also added an AR filter to online play where users can match their own facial expressions to an avatar of Fox and his friends to apply in Game Chat, and allowing anyone to carry out their own VTuber dream. Star Fox launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 on June 25. On Wednesday, May 6, Xbox CEO Asher Sharma announced Microsoft would be abandoning plans to integrate the company's AI chatbot into Xbox, and announced a reshuffle of Xbox's leadership team. In a post on X, she says, "Xbox needs to move faster, deepen our connection with the community, and address friction for both players and developers. Today, we promoted leaders who helped build Xbox while also bringing in new voices to help push us forward. This balance is important as we get the business back on track. As part of this shift, you'll see us begin to retire features that don't align with where we're headed. We will begin winding down Copilot on mobile and will stop development of Copilot on console." Microsoft first announced its intention to integrate Copilot into Xbox in March 2025, claiming it would help you save time, find new games you're likely to love, or even to help ease you back into a game you may have stepped away from. Personally, I'm not sure gamers wanted this, when considering the backlash over multiple instances of the use of AI assets in games and the reveal of DLSS 5. This move chalks up as another win from Asher Sharma in my book. GameStop stocks dropped 10% on Monday, May 4, after it publicly offered to buy eBay. The day prior, GameStop announced its $56 billion proposal to buy the e-commerce giant. Its offer to eBay shareholders was half the amount in cash and the other half in GameStop stocks. However, the math wasn't mathing. GameStop's stocks are worth about $11 billion all up, and it has about $9.4 billion in cash and investments. It also says it holds a highly confident letter of securing another $20 billion in external funds, which means it's still just under $16 billion short. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen went on CNBC to tell the world how he'd make up this shortfall, and delivered possibly the most awkward interview of all time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I hear you. I understand that. I'm just trying to understand where the rest of the money would come from.
It's half cash, half stock.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
So, Brian, that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question.
That's one way to put the stop in GameStop. On Wednesday, May 6, EA posted its financial results for financial year 2025-2026, showing its gross revenue climbed 1% year on year for a total of $7.5 billion. EA said it was a record year highlighted by Battlefield 6, which it says was the best performing Battlefield in a fiscal year, setting numerous franchise fiscal year records. Interestingly, in March 2026, EA laid off an unknown number of workers from Battlefield Studios despite the latest entry's strong performance. At the time, the company said they had to make select changes within our Battlefield organization to better align our teams around what matters most to our community. And to round out this week, on Friday, May 8, the ANZ Indie Fest launched on Steam. There are some great new demos available from some of the two nations' best developers. Please do yourself a favour and check some of them out, as well as the ANZ Indie Showcase on YouTube. We'll be taking a look at some of the trailers and demos over the next few days and giving you our thoughts on some of our favourites. For now, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps push out our channel and allows more people to share in the joy of gaming. And if you'd like to support us further, please consider joining our Patreon. Memberships cost only $5 to $10 dues, the official Australian currency. Bye for now.